right, now's the time on GameSpoof when we play video game 20 questions. Everyone knows how this works. You suggest a game, and then my panel here has 20 yes or no questions. To guess it, this week's suggestion comes from Denzel.
Washington?
Yep.
Whoa, dude, I loved you in Man on Fire.
Very quickly, you're like, Denzel movie that doesn't suck.
I think that's really
That's
cool.
a really good
Glory.
yeah.
Glory.
Glory, I
was
would
good.
say.
Glory's very good.
Training Day.
Training Day was cool.
So, actually, a lot of good things. I kind of liked Fallen. I have a soft spot in my heart for Fallen.
I haven't seen Fallen.
Yeah, I feel like those Denzel movies come in a couple different
Well,
flavors.
but I got drunk and my plane went upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sully? Oh, that's the other one.
Now that Sully is where he.
I may have been drunk, but my plane didn't go upside down.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, question number 1. Who wants to start us?
Well, I mean, I think traditionally that mantle falls on Justin.
Yeah, the patriarch.
After last week's Carmen Sandiego debacle, I'm still trying to recover. So
Ooh, last week was where
The Carmen
They didn't-
San Diego debacle.
Yeah, they didn't guess it though. They
Yeah,
didn't get there.
suck.
Can you in this game? Can you see your hands?
Yes.
all right, there we go. You can see your hands.
Jesus. What happened to this game?
Trespasser.
Did it come out after? Did it originally come out after January 1st, 2000?
No.
Okay, did it come out after January 1st, 1990?
Yes.
All right.
We got a 90s
window.
game with hands.
You play this game. Is this game 3D?
Yes.
Ooh, a 3D hand simulator. Gross. Was this game featured on a Nintendo console?
No.
Is this game critically well received?
Yes.
We're running
Is
through
this,
these.
is this played from the first-person perspective?
No.
You can't see your hands.
You can in a lot
Some
of them.
games.
Oh yeah,
you can see
any
your
game with a
hands,
gun, I guess.
Yeah.
Trespasser.
Yeah. Stop
All right.
talking about trespassing.
Exactly. Now we know it's
Wait,
not
wait. It
trespassing.
is not first person.
Right.
It's not on a Nintendo console, but it is 3D.
It's a 90s
in the
game.
90s.
Only 90s kids.
Is this featured prominently on a PlayStation console?
What do you mean by
I guess is this
clarify?
game did this game appear on a PlayStation console?
Yes.
Okay. Is this a licensed game?
No.
So it's a PS1 game.
Ape Escape. It's not my actual guess.
Could be though.
Do you see hands in that game?
Remember, you do lose if you guess wrong.
I know. That's why I said it's not my actual guess. Do you play as a human?
No.
Not a
Ape
human.
Escape.
Play as a human in Ape Escape.
That's 10.
Oh yeah. You did. Turns out I don't know what Ape Escape is.
PlayStation game. Probably appeared on other stuff. The way Damon phrased that question. In this game, do you fire guns?
No.
Does this game have sequels?
Yes. I think so.
You say
Yes,
it
yes, 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 yes.
It was well received. That was
Yeah.
yes. Was yes. So it's right.
PS1 game
Critically.
well received,
Well received. Does
Third
have
person game.
but
Without,
also appeared on other things.
yeah, without shooty. Third person game without shooty 3D.
Yeah.
Should we lock down genre?
Don't play as
see
a
if
We
it's on
don't know.
platformer?
It could have appeared on PS2. I'm picturing PS1
No, no,
games.
no. Before
Also, no,
2000.
you don't shoot a gun.
Before 2000.
When did the PS2 come out?
2001.
Oh,
No, 2000.
okay.
Metal Gear was 2001.
Right on the edge there.
All right. Is there hand-to-hand melee combat in this game?
Yes.
Did we ask if we play as a human?
I said no.
Yeah.
Oh, we do not play as a human.
Do not
Oh, I completely missed that.
Wait, I thought you said yes, you do, and then you
No, you
yelled
do
Ape
No,
Escape.
not.
you do not play as a
Do you
human.
not play as
I
a
had it wrong.
human, but there is hand-to-hand combat, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Hand-to-hand combat, but you don't play as a human.
Okay, so you're not a human, and it's hand-to-hand. Okay, so it'd be a mascot platformer. It could be...
Yeah.
I mean, you could be like...
Banjo-Kazooie.
yeah, you
Well,
could-
except for not. Like Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, you could be Crash
probably
Bandicoot.
Crash.
Yeah,
you could
but
be
no,
Sly
no, he
Cooper.
said-
You could be...
I said PS1, and he was very like. It sounds like it's on PS1 as well as other things.
Yeah. So it could be like...
He was also
The
very-
question was,
Spyro
did it
or-
appear on a PlayStation console? And I said yes.
Yeah.
Well, but the real clue here was that Damon had to think a long time about sequels.
But I
Okay.
came down on yes.
You came down with yes, but it's not like Crash obviously has sequels.
Yeah.
So it could be.
Should we try to lock down genre?
I was gonna say it could still be like a 3D fighting game. Like it could be like a
Could be.
Power Stone. Although that didn't appear on PS1.
Yeah, I
but
know
I
what
mean,
you
a game like that.
Yeah,
we
also,
don't know
would
genre.
you play as people in
Is this game a
Power Stone?
platformer?
Not really.
Croc?
I wouldn't.
Spyro?
You know,
Those
if
are
you were
platforms.
if you were like sorting games into genres, you wouldn't put this in a platform.
So it wouldn't fall in like the mascot platformer bin. So that takes out Spyro and
Croc.
Yeah, Croc and Gex and crap like
3D
that.
brawler.
Brawler could be Brawler
It
stealth.
could be medieval.
Do you
medieval
play as an animal? And I'm not talking about an animal like all aliens are animals. I'm talking about do you play as a animal?
An earth animal.
Yeah, an earth animal.
No,
Okay, so they
that's 15.
15.
Yeah, I know. We burned through it real quick.
Yeah, we did. We
Are you
$5.
sure?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been looking at his fingers.
wow. Man.
Don't worry, I look at your fingers too.
Okay, so you are neither human nor animal, which means you could be robot or alien or plant
Or skeleton.
Or it could be like
Skeleton
Promise was
warriors.
alone, and you could be Shape.
But it does appear on PlayStation.
Was there a
and-
sequel to Medieval?
No, but they announced there was a rumor that there was going to be one.
So I don't think that's.
In Medieval, don't you play as a human in Medieval?
No, you play as a skeleton.
Oh, there you are a skeleton. That's right. Jeez, what's wrong with me?
The ruling, the
Okay,
judges,
this is a good game.
the judges would rule that skeletons are not a human.
Wait, this is a good
Yeah,
game.
I think it's
Medieval's a good game.
It's said critically well received.
Still,
Medieval's a good
Skeleton
game.
Warriors.
It's totally a good game.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Hand-to-hand combat. So you are something with. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of. What about bad guys? Last time, if we'd have guessed Carmen, like if we'd have gone
Is this game a single player only game?
Yes.
single player only game, you are not a human. You do not have guns. Ooh.
Not playing as a human or an animal is like a pretty good. Like I'd like to. Like it could be something like. Although you do shoot in that game, but it could have been something like the Alien game where you play as the Martian.
Yeah.
He would destroy all humans.
Yeah.
What about
That's not old enough, but I mean, like, so I
Symphony? I mean, you're a vampire. You're
that's
not.
it's a 3D game.
Well, it's so Symphony, but I don't think that.
Symphony of the Night is not absolutely not a 3D game.
Absolutely, it's got all the 3D coffin
No, don't
effects.
do
The
that, man.
backgrounds are all
Don't
3D.
do.
It doesn't count.
That's not.
Doesn't count, Jerry.
Yeah, you're right.
Never in a million years would anybody.
If
call it
David
a
ever
3D
said that
game.
that was a 3D game, I'd quit.
You're right.
IGN.
I get it.
It's not a great line of questioning, but knowing that you play not as a human or an animal is like what does that leave us with?
Robots, aliens, plants. Is there
Yeah,
a game where you beat people up as a plant? I'm trying to think of one.
I mean, okay. Do you play?
There's robots. What's robots?
What is
Hand-to-hand
I'm trying to
robots.
figure out a best way to slice it, like without burning a question on do you play as a skeleton
yeah.
or something like
3D
that, or like
hand-to-hand
Stubbs the zombie.
3D hand-to-hand with robots and aliens. I mean, there's a
it
lot
could
of
be
things
like,
it
do you
could still
bleed?
be.
Would your character bleed if they get hurt? Would your character bleed if they get hurt?
That's a great question. I like that one.
Robots don't bleed. Aliens do.
Neither do skeletons. Probably.
Skeletons don't
Say,
bleed. Shapes don't bleed.
wow. It's a really tough one. I'm gonna say yes,
Yes,
say
but
yes.
this
that's
character would bleed.
but that might come back to
Uh-oh.
haunt.
well, don't worry.
Uh-oh.
All of us will come back to haunt us because we are nowhere near. We are probably so far off.
You have 3 questions left.
Yeah, I
dang.
don't think we're very close here at all. He said haunt. Could it be a ghost? Ghosts
Who
don't
said
bleed.
haunt?
He said haunt. But
Oh.
ghosts don't bleed.
Could it? Could this be an RPG?
Could be. Could be a lot of things, but we've done a terrible job of narrowing it down.
Jesus. Yeah, we didn't even come close to narrowing down genre, did we?
He said
No.
it's not primarily a platformer. You would
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, that was a
think of-
mistake.
We did it bad.
We did it bad.
We did it real bad. We've worked ourselves into a terrible situation here. This could
Yeah,
be
but on the
almost
plus
anything.
side,
You don't have guns.
is it based off a previous license?
No, we already know.
We
that.
already asked about license.
We already know
Never
it's
asked that question.
not a license
It was
game.
a dumb question. Someone
On the
asked.
plus side, none of this matters.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
Was this developed in Japan?
No,
Oh yeah, we screwed up.
Yeah, we did real bad.
We did
That's
real
because you
bad.
asked, "Can you see your hands?"
it's 18.
You can't see your hands.
The first question is the time to throw out a silly question.
Yeah. What about the 19th?
I'd like to have another question.
2 questions left.
Okay, you might bleed, but he's going to say yes. You
You
kind of
can
bleed.
try and narrow it down, and then you can guess.
Maybe so. Does it that to me implies zombie or vampire
Yeah,
or something along those lines?
agree with you there.
Vampire the Masquerade.
no, it's not going to be.
Can't think of a. I
Because that's based on a license.
Yeah, it's based on a license that won't work. It does have sequels, but it was kind of like, is on PlayStation. Could be a PC game more.
Legacy of Kain.
Ooh.
Yeah, but that unequivocally got sequels. I don't know why they.
Yeah,
were so
but
wishy-washy
there's
on
stuff
that.
like Soul Reaver and like it's sort of like Blood Omen.
Did
Legacy of Kain, that's really good.
I'm trying to think about the smart way to narrow this down. Amy Hennig wrote those games. We could ask if this
Did
game
Amy,
was-
did Amy Hennig work on the series?
That's the question you're asking?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah!
So with your last question,
All right.
Yeah, is it Legacy of Kain?
Wait.
Wait.
Now
But
I'm
there's a bunch of
worried.
them. There's a bunch of them.
Okay, I believe there's just Legacy of Kain. The two it could be is Legacy of Kain and
It's
Soul Reaver.
Blood Omen, Legacy
I think
of
Blood
Kain.
Omen was a PS2 game.
No, Blood Omen was the first one. Legacy. Wait, how does the series order go? Legacy of Kain came after Blood Omen.
Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, and then Soul Reaver?
No, I'm wrong. Soul Reaver came after.
Okay, so I feel like
I don't remember. Nope. I'm not helping at all.
Soul
I'm being
Reaver
useless.
came later.
we need two questions though.
If only we hadn't asked about hands.
Soul Reaver came after because that was the 3D, but that's the one that's the 3D action adventure one, and then Blood Omen's the one that's more traditional RPG. I thought,
That's fine.
but it
Features hand-to-hand.
but
combat.
I don't even consider that game 3D.
I do.
Blood Omen?
I think it counts.
Is it
Anything that we've asked.
is it Blood Omen Legacy of
No,
Kain?
wait, we still have a question. We
That
still
is
have
the
a question.
That is the question.
Yeah, the final questions
You're
are
on your
yes.
final question.
We're on
Oh,
our
is the final question?
I mean, it's a.
Yeah.
You have to.
It has to
you
be
have
the
spin
guess.
the question.
If we had
to
but
ask
one
if
more
it's a game.
question, we would be there.
Okay, what are you gonna? I think it's Soul Reaver.
I'm not convinced that game came out before 2000.
It'd be great if it was none of these games. Turned out Amy Hennig worked on something else.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, let's go with Blood Omen.
I trust you.
No, I don't trust me.
Okay.
Jared, Blood Omen or Soul Reaver?
We're not saying Legacy of Kain. We're not
That
going
is
there.
that is Legacy of
That
Kain.
Is it?
It's Blood Omen : Legacy of Kain.
I want to say Legacy of Kain.
What if we just stay vague?
Legacy.
Yeah,
of
that's what I tried to do. and-
I'm committing. Legacy of Kain.
It's Soul Reaver.
I'm putting it in the win column.
The full title is Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, 1999,
That
PlayStation, Dreamcast, PC.
Damon's figured out how to trip us up is to pick games right on that date line.
The first game is Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain.
Yeah.
Then there was Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, and what paused me about, I think there was Soul Reaver 2.
Yes,
Legacy,
I believe so,
but I
yeah.
don't think it had Legacy of
There
Kain
is
in the
Soul Reaver
title
2.
anymore. Yeah.
There is that's a confusing franchise. I think there's 4 of them
Soul Reaver
total.
2 was the third
Well,
game.
there's
but
Blood
then
Omen
it's
2 as well before Soul Reaver even.
Is
I
that true?
think. No, that might not be true. I don't know. I'm counting it as a win.
It's not
you
a
guys.
win.
I'm counting it as a win.
The official IGN wiki is not going to count
we
it
got
as a win.
we got to Legacy of Kain, and that's
Yeah,
all
but
that
it's like
matters
it's
to
like
me.
getting tackled on the 1 yard line. You don't get the
Yeah,
points.
oh man, if only we're for the hands. We're so close. And yet, without the hands, we might never have gotten there.
That game was fun. I played
Yeah,
that game.
it was great.
I played that one in the first one, Blood
It's
Omen, but those are the only two I played.
Definitely one of the top 10 franchises that should return.
Well, not according to IGN.
Well, what do they know?
But it's like you do a lot of jumping in that game,
Yes.
but you don't call it a
Yeah,
platformer.
I would
probably.
agree. Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
that's
blood
fair.
question, I also agree.
Yeah, I
Yep.
guess he would bleed,
Yep.
and he has like
Yeah.
weird. His hands are like 3 claws, basically
Yeah.
like this. Yeah,
yeah.
You see him. I think he bleeds.
You had good answers. All your answers were good. I'm not calling you out on any of them.
Thank you for the suggestion, Denzel Washington.
That was great. Thanks, Washington.
That was
I didn't
fun
know he
with
was
some-
a fan of GameScoop or Legacy of Kain.
Yeah, we're hearing from all the celebrities. Him, Ron Jeremy.
Man, I made the wrong call.
That's fine.
Have you not? Did you not play those games, Jared?
I know I fooled with them, but I've never been as
Fooled with them.
Yeah, fooled with them. Like it has been a long time since I played a King game.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Well, it's been a long time since there's been a King game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. There was that Nosgoth, that multiplayer game. That was
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I
There
think
was the
these
leaked Legacy of Kain 3 or whatever,
Yeah.
Soul Reaver 3 or whatever they were calling it. All
Yeah.
that footage leaked out, got canceled, or never came out.
Yeah.
But I also don't think I played them when they were contemporary. Like I think it was a little after that. Like these were things I discovered later on that somebody showed me too. So it's kind of in the middle there.
Close but no cigar is a phrase that I made up that I just sort of like
Man,
to.
Really?
you've come up with
Yeah.
two
Phrases.
really
Yeah,
solid
the
phrases in
phrases
this
there.
podcast. Yeah.
Are we gonna do a Holy Chip shout out?
You go ahead.
All right.
Sure.
So there's this series on YouTube that we've been
A series of
yes,
one
that's right,
video.
of one video that could become 2. We are near 5,000 views away from getting to make a second one of these and getting to play. Was it Air Zonk? I don't even remember anymore.
I think Air Zonk is the second
Air
game.
Zonk is our
Would
next
be the
one.
second
All the
game in the
TurboGrafx 16 games.
Holy
So
Chip series.
please go to YouTube and find Holy Chip and watch us play Aeroblasters.
How many-
It's part of the GameScoop.
How many views are
YouTube
you at
channel.
right now?
We're right around
10,000.
10,000.
If
Yeah.
a
You said
video,
15,000?
so they don't
Gotta
make
get-
another until the previous video gets 15,000 views,
We've
and
only
the
been-
first video is at 10,000 views.
Yeah,
so
we've just been asking every few weeks for people to
Limited,
we did this one
limited
about-
desire to watch people play TurboGrafx 16
Yeah.
games, I think.
Well, let's be fair. Maybe limited desire to watch us play TurboGrafx 16 games.
Also, if you download multiple browsers, you get a couple views.
yeah,
It's true.
That,
It's very true.
no, yeah, I do think that might be a market that in America never really did have a chance to flourish, and it's too bad because there's so many good games.
It's true.
And if you all watch them, then we get to make more videos and show them to you.
All right, that's all the scoops we have for this week. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, Marty. Remember, you can always reach us at the email address at gamescoop@ign.com. My name is Damon. This is IGN Gamescoop, and we're out. Bye.